tell me I'm losing connection. Okay, I'm not. I was gonna say, bro. Okay, I'm good though. Let me grab my old tweet and retweet it. Well, not retweet it, but you know what I mean. Remake this tweet. Copy. Delete tweet. Delete. I can open YouTube. Grab the new link. I'm dead. Share. Copy link. Make new tweet. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, oh, Arc deleted it. Copy that. Let me just edit that. Alright, I'm good and everything.
Alright.
What's the time? About 3:40.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Let me just pull up these matches. We good to go. Okay. Alright, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, cool. Alright, what is up, guys? We're back with another edition of the Notorious podcast, and as we brought to you guys last Friday on the news show, we are back with none other than Notorious Unscripted, our new show, our new segment on the show, rather. And Yeah, man. This show is exactly what it says it's going to be. We have no notes. I do not have my iPad in front of me for this episode. This is the first time I'm doing this, but yeah, man, we're just gonna see where it goes, and yeah, bro,
Yeah,
just doing like that, man.
exactly.
Just shooting from the hip. So,
Yeah,
so, yeah, bro. But yeah, if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know who I am the Notorious Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this podcast, and as for the other half, that is reserved for my man Sir K here. How are you doing today, bro?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Chilling day. I think I checked the deed. I think I have an interview on Thursday for some like car place, which that's good. I gotta confirm that, later. But I think I probably just saw the movie Fight Club, which came out I think 20 fucking years ago. But other than that, probably just saw it, thought it was a cool idea, and it's now brought Shane McMahon back to host it on Raw as Raw Underground. It's got this gritty Fight Club feeling, and bro, bro, like nobody wants to watch. Well, we know how overproduced this company makes shit. Who wants to watch fight scenes that are so overly produced? It's by Vince. Like, it's not produced in like an action movie sense. It's produced by Vince McMahon. It's gonna be terrible. It is going to, it already sucks. Like, first of all, it's not cool. No one in the, I know they're trying to go for the, I think it's the 18 to 20, what is it, the 25 demographic? What is it?
The 18 to 49.
Oh, 18 to 49. Damn, that's a big ass demographic. I thought it was like divided. I thought it was like 18 to 20 something, and then 30 to 40 something.
It might be. I don't know. I don't get too
I
into the
think it
ratings.
is that. Just so I don't know that shit, but all I know is 18 to whatever the fuck. That's what they're trying to get with this shit, man. It's obvious. Trying to be cool. They're trying to be hip. Bro, the reason AEW is winning the that demographic, the biggest one in wrestling, because from that age, you say millennials are in to most of them at least are marks or smarks. Most of them are hardcore fans. They like NXT, they like AEW, they like New Japan style shit. They don't like Raw and SmackDown shit. It's obvious. And the only reason is because, well, although the PG is a big factor, it's just the fucking booking. If the booking was great, you'd have that demographic down, bro. If you had NXT level booking, which NXT, mind you, is PG still, if you had that level of booking, you wouldn't have to worry about your failing ratings. This demographic that everyone's fighting for, unless you're fucking Nick Jackson and you want to fight for that 50 plus demographic, but the demographic that everyone is fighting for, just have good booking. Like, bro, it's not that fucking hard to just produce good TV, because that's what attracts that demographic, which is mostly hardcore fans, is just genuinely care. Just put your care in booking, and the fans will come, man. That's what they're trying to do with Raw Underground, and it is so lame. It's so cheesy, so overproduced, and so garbage, bro. You got fucking strippers on the side, just what? Like, I get it. That demographic can be pretty horny, you could say, but like, dude, when we're watching
Wait,
when we're watching
did you say
Raw,
the demographic can be pretty horny?
you could say that demographic could be pretty horny. I don't know. That's around like college kids type shit. So, you know,
Hmm.
college kids can be pretty horny. But
Hmm.
when I'm watching fucking Raw or any wrestling show, I'm not trying to have my dick hard. That's just, you know, I don't want that shit, bro. I just want to watch good TV. That's all I want to watch. Like, bro,
Wow.
this shit just makes no sense. And then I will admit, the only good thing about Raw Underground, which you said too, was how good they made MVP's faction, mainly Bobby Lashley. Look, he's looking good, bro.
The Hurt Business?
Yeah, bro, because at first,
They're gonna hurt you.
they are. They really are. At first, bro, when Bobby Lashley came back, he was so fucking bad. And someone loved him, and then that person deserved to get roasted for that. Because this wasn't TNA Bobby Lashley. This was Raw 2018, 2017. I can't remember what fucking year he came back. It was that Bobby Lashley. Now, this is how Bobby Lashley should be. Quiet, strong, and he looks good in his suit. So I dig that. That's the only good thing about Raw Underground. But it's just so lame, cheesy, such a reach that you didn't need to take, bro. But you know, that's my thoughts on that shit. But what do you thought? What are your thoughts about things, whether it's that or other shit, bro?
Yeah, bro, I think so. You hear earlier in the day that WWE is having this massive falling out backstage creatively, and it's pure chaos because at the end of the day, everybody's trying to fucking please one person. So, what do we come to the conclusion of doing? We come to the conclusion of bringing back somebody that ultimately does not need to be back on television. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he sign a contract that he fought Kevin Owens for not to ever be on television again or something like that? Maybe it was SmackDown. I'm not sure. I don't exactly remember. But ultimately, we come to the conclusion to have somebody in Shane McMahon that does not need to be on television in the grand scheme of things, and then we opt to have this sort of Spider-Man, Macho Man cage fight scene. Not even a cage fight, but this fight pit, and it's just so fucking weird. Like, dude, you mentioned this. Bro, if you had booking like NXT to the point where it's still PG, but the reason the shit gets so over is because it's just simple. It's simple. Gargano and Ciampa is a feud that I can bring up as an example, not only because it's probably the greatest feud I've ever seen, and you as well, but it's a feud that is so simple. The fact of somebody being bitter against their friend that gets all the credit. It's simple. It's simple. It's easy to understand. You know what I mean? Tommaso Ciampa is angry, is bitter at Johnny Gargano because he broke his ankle for him, and at the end of the day, Ciampa gets no credit, and he eventually lashed out and becomes this evil psychopath. It's simple. It's simple, and they take something that's so simple and they amp it up and make it crazy good. Hence Tommaso Ciampa, right? But we have these things like Raw Underground that we're doing, and we're opting to. You want to do all this stuff when you honestly should have a pretty damn good tag division, considering how big your roster is, but instead you want to put teams together that, I mean, sure, they're a good team like Andrade and Angel Garza, but do they really need to be in a tag team? I mean, I dig both of them as far as an in-ring standpoint goes, but like, god damn, those guys. Angel Garza should still be in NXT. And Andrade Cien Almas should still be in NXT, but I mean, realistically, he should be a world champion at this point. I mean, the guy, it's not like the guy had the greatest match in the past 10 years or anything like that. But, I mean, honestly, man, I mean, there is absolutely no point in having a Raw Underground when you're putting this segment out there and you are not featuring Cedric Alexander and Ricochet and Mustafa Ali. I think they did feature him, but first of all, why is he losing? And you're not featuring these people, yet you think that we are going to tune in to watch Babatunde, or I don't know, what did they call him? Dabakato or something like that. You want people to watch this, and you want people to watch a whole bunch of squash guys battling each other, and then every now and then you want to throw guys like the War Raiders in there and Dolph Ziggler. Really? I mean, to me, that's just a little ridiculous. But I mean, their faction they came up with, I'm interested to see who it's exactly gonna be. Knowing WWE, it's going to be four or five people that we have no idea who they are, and they're gonna all be little twerps. And that's gonna be the end of it. And then they're probably just gonna get fucking all buried by returning Roman Reigns. Who fucking knows at this point? But yeah, bro. I mean, what'd you think about the new faction?
Bro, you have this faction that is dark. They like fire. They're clearly some type of criminal, you know, you'd say rioter type shit. Where have we seen that in wrestling before? Oh yeah,
Sanity.
fucking Sanity. You had an established deep faction Insanity that was literally the version of them. These new people. You had them before. You had Killian fucking Dane. You had Eric Young, who you see on the fucking screen. That idiot. That poor guy. I fucking feel bad for him. You had fucking, not Sawyer Fulton, I'm fucking, what's his
Alexander Wolf.
name? Wolf. You had fucking Wolf, and you had Nikki fucking Cross. You wanna know what they did to him? They didn't use him, they buried him, and they broke him up. Bro.
They broke them up from the get-go.
Yeah, first they started with fucking ditching Nikki for whatever reason, even though fucking Killian Dane and Nikki were fucking basically engaged at the fucking time. So it's like, what? That's kind of fucked up. I'd be kind of pissed if I was them. But, bro, now, what did they split up? 2018?
Yeah. Or
No.
20... They were off TV all of 2019, and then they ended up just drafting Eric Young to Raw, and Alexander Wolf was gonna get released. Well, he was asking for his release, but then they opted to put him back in NXT anyway. And then eventually Dane came along too after a couple more months. Because I believe he got in trouble for saying something on Twitter about the main roster, and Vince McMahon didn't want anything to do with him anymore, so he sent him back down to NXT.
I'm dead. But bro, they get called up. 2017, right? They got called up, or was it 2018?
2018, yeah.
Yeah, they get called up in 2018, and you have nothing to do with this faction. 2 years later, now you want to have a faction like that? Because you want that coolness when you fucking had it. Insanity, bro. And then you just do this, and bro, all day, it's Tuesday, right? So all day yesterday, in fucking ringside, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm seeing it. New faction. Debuting tonight on Monday Night Raw. New faction. I'm over here thinking it's gonna be some Nexus level shit. I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be some cool shit. No. I'm watching this fucking, you'd say, above average Raw, which still isn't good, but an above average Raw, sitting there, just waiting. I'm just waiting. In that clip of that fucking, what apparently is them. I just forgot their name that they revealed. What was the
Retribution?
The retribution of that little GIF length video of them throwing some fucking firebomb Molotov at a fucking crate in a fucking fat ass empty parking lot. And then I thought that was just a clip for Raw Underground. I didn't even know that was the fucking faction until I saw it, until fucking the news came out that was their name with that little clip. I'm over here thinking, this was hyped up so much, and we get, what, a 6-second video? Bro, what? And then you already have a name? Where did this name come from? The fucking Vince? Did he fucking tweet it out? Retribution. Okay, what is it, all the fucking jobbers that want to be good now? It really is just Nexus 2.0 with the Sanity style, which isn't a bad idea. But how much you want to bet this faction is going to be buried by next year? When we eventually get the crowds back, Vince is going to get bored of this, and he's just going to shoot it away. Just break them up, he'll bury them, he'll fucking just Vince McMahon them away. And then what? Then you have the second Sanity type faction you murdered because you're bored and you have nothing to do with them. That's what their fate is. They are a faction on the main roster. Unless you're the New Day, you're not gonna last a year and a half. This is how Vince McMahon works, bro. But there is potential. The right people. Oh, can you hear me? You can
Yeah.
hear me, right? Okay, sorry. That's the voice thing for PS4. But if you have the right people, in the right style, in the right actions of the faction, it has potential. But do I have faith? God, no. I have no faith in this faction, though. I am interested. I It's just gonna not work out in the end, man. That's how it is on the main roster. They're a faction on the main roster. Little on that, bro. I mean, there was 2 episodes of Raw taped, and so maybe all that news was coming from episode 2 they taped next week's. I fucking hope. If it's not, we're just gonna get another fucking 9-second vignette next week, then goddamn, they're already on a rocky path. You just, with a new faction like this at a time like this, you gotta do some Nexus level debut. Sudden crazy shit, bro. They're, bro, if they're like this chaos shit, have them do some cool chaos shit. Have them fucking, fuck up the WWE logo on the headquarters building. Have them fuck that thing up. They probably couldn't make it fall off the building, but just fuck it up. Just spray paint it, destroy it. Cool shit like that, bro. Fuck up the PC, the outside of the PC. Steal a fucking production truck in the back and just fucking do your own shit with that. They gotta do some cool shit with this faction, or else it's just gonna be like just some generic wannabe Sanity bullshit. That's what I think about that fucking faction. What do you think about that faction?
Before I talk about this faction, bro, well, not really. Well, okay. Again, dude, Sanity. Sanity, bro, you had Sanity. What was stopping you from using Sanity then, since you seem to be so interested in a group like this now? And you know what? It's fine. If the time of interest is not there, so keep them in NXT. Don't call them up. And Eric Young brought this up, bro. Don't call them up and don't specifically ask for them if you didn't have any plans for them. Why would you do that? Why? There is absolutely no point in doing that. And you know what? That is the sole problem with WWE. It's the unwillingness to push anybody. It's the unwillingness to actually let people run with things. You let one faction in the past 10 years run with something, and that's the New Day. You're telling me right now, if you were to let if you were to let Sanity run with something, with some kind of fucking stick, some kind of character, you're telling me they wouldn't be something like the Ministry of Darkness, bro? Maybe not to that level, but you get my point. You know what I mean? And that's what scares me for the Undisputed Era. Literally in the past 10 years, probably even longer. No, because in the what was it, the 2000s decade.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I think there was like Evolution, and there was one other one, but dude, I mean, come on, man. Look at the Nexus. Look at the Wyatts. Look at what ended up happening to the Shield. You know what I mean? I mean, the Shield's initial run was great, but after that, I mean, who fucking cares for 20 different reunions in a month? But, regardless, you had a group like Sanity, and you had a group like the Nexus, and look at what happened to them, bro. That's what scares me for this new faction, like Sir K even said, but they just, I don't know, man. I just can't, you can't trust them, bro. How can you? When you have a group that, I'm interested to see who it is, and honestly, while I haven't looked at the ratings, but while news comes out that there's a faction on Monday Night Raw, and a lot of people are going to think it's the Undisputed Era, so I'm sure a lot of NXT fans will watch. You should have debuted them then, because I'll guarantee you that you'll have a lot more viewers this week than next week, because now everybody's let down and everybody's going to be pissed off about it, that you didn't debut who it was. All you had was a stupid Molotov cocktail segment. And now, I personally think they should have struck when the iron was hot and debuted them at the end of that show on Monday, only because I'm pretty sure you had a lot more viewers than you're going to have next week, only because of the fact that news came out that a new faction was debuting, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought it was going to be the Undisputed Era. And personally, I didn't, because the way I read it was there's going to be a new faction on Raw, so I kind of emphasized the word new in my mind, and I was like, well, the Undisputed Era kind of just came back to NXT Wednesday, and last Wednesday, and they're also going to have a tag team title match, and yeah, so personally I didn't really think it was going to be the Undisputed Era. Like I said, I mean, if you read it that way, that's fine, but I guess I kind of just emphasized the word new, so I was like, I wonder who it could be. But the Retribution, they're gonna call them. Okay, it's kind of fucking lame. I mean, it is what it is. It'll probably grow on us if the faction ends up being good, but that's neither here or there. But who can it be? I mean, there's a lot of people it can be. I hope they're just not plucking from NXT, because obviously that's what was the plan a couple months ago. So, yeah, truth, if I can remember correctly, it kind of did sound like there was a girl in there, and they did call Vanessa Bourne up a little bit ago, so get ready for whoever can be in this faction, because personally, I have no fucking idea who it can be, unless it's like a bunch of new people, which I personally wouldn't do that. Because if it's a lot of people without experience and you don't kind of have that, like, leader, I mean, it kind of worked with the Nexus, but they fucked that up before that could get anything going. With their leader and Wade Barrett, who was completely unknown. But if you do something like that again, I mean, the Nexus was awesome, but they're literally always going to be looked at as the Nexus's shadow. So it's kind of one of those things where we'll kind of just have to see where it goes. It could be good, who knows? It could be good for all we fucking know, or they could go the WWE route and it could be one of the worst things we ever seen. But personally, bro, I 110% would have debuted them Monday, in my honest opinion, because of the reasons I stated, about people watching and people being ready for something that we didn't fucking get by any means. But yeah, I honestly just think WWE, man, they are single-handedly killing their own company, bro, and it's all a matter of Vince McMahon, because, like I said, if you would have waited to call a group like Sanity up, and I know 2016 to now might be a little bit of a stretch, but I'm sure Triple H could have found something for them other than what they were doing on the main roster, and who fucking knows? Maybe people would actually want to stay in your company. Like Alexander Wolf wanted to dip. Eric Young was more miserable than EC3. So, I mean, I honestly, like, bro, don't fucking call a group like Sanity up if they're not going to be chaotic and go for championships and be fucking just crazy, fucking crazy ass motherfuckers, bro. I don't know. Yeah, don't, if you're, a group like Sanity is not meant to sit in the fucking back. It doesn't really make them credible. It doesn't really fucking, solve their case or, enhance their case as being these crazy guys, these chaotic guys. But yeah, bro, I mean, at the end of the day, don't fucking call somebody up if you're not gonna use them. And instead, you're gonna create a brand new faction, and we'll just have to see where it goes. But I mean, bro, this is not something you hadn't had. And if you would have let a group like Sanity, or how about this, a group like the Wyatt family, actually fucking go somewhere, then we would not have this problem, bro. But here we are today with the Retribution, and yeah, I mean, ridiculous, bro. Do you remember when people wanted the Undisputed Era to be called the Dishonored?
Oh my god. I do. Damn, that would be different.
Kind of a little jab at ROH.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor and the Dishonored.
It's not a bad name. I can't see any other name besides the Undisputed Era. Maybe
I know.
if the whole group like went to AEW, they could be named that, but like, bro, I can't imagine them any other brand.
Well, if they ever get to the point where they have to go to AEW, I would imagine their name being something like the Buried or the fucking the Retribution, because they're coming back for Retribution. But yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, that's weird. That's I wonder where they come up with those like names, because when everybody's seen that group, I'm almost sure that nobody was thinking about the Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
It's weird, bro. I remember when everybody hated the Era part, and everybody thought they should just be called the Undisputed.
Now, the Undisputed Era.
Damn right. The Undisputed Era.
God damn.
I would have loved if Cole was bullying, or if Seth was bullying Cole instead of Tom.
Oh my god.
Because when Cole gets bullied, it's the funniest shit ever. He looks so goddamn scared. And he just has no idea what to do with his life, bro. He's just like fucking flipping out. Like when Sheamus would be standing behind him, and he would have like no idea, and Corey would just be like, "Oh, hi, Sheamus," and Cole would turn around and be fucking shaking out of his boots, bro. It was great, bro. But what do you think about Joe coming back? I hope we can get him back, bro. What do you think about that?
Bro, I thought that was really good, bro. The way it's Joe, bro. He is amazing at the body language, and the way he just sat up, took his headset off, was just so badass, bro. I thought that was when the new faction was gonna debut. I thought he was gonna be a leader and, fight, Seth and his come back and shit. He could just grab whatever people are doing jack shit and just continue his faction, bro. And I think that's how Seth could work. That's how his faction works, bro. And I just think Joe's got to get this win, bro. He's got to, because, bro, I love Joe. He is unbelievable in every form, but just he needs wins, bro. He's almost at the Wyatt level, or the pre-Firefly Funhouse Fiend Wyatt level of just loser, and that's not good. Definitely not for someone like Joe, bro. So I think he definitely needs some big wins. I think Seth is a step in the right direction, bro. And in the future, bro, I know a lot of people want, Edge to beat Orton for that title, but bro, Samoa Joe and Orton, sign me up, bro. I think that would be a killer ass feud. Other than that, bro, I'm so excited that Samoa Joe is back, and it's just gonna be cool ass shit, bro. But what do you think about it?
Yeah, bro. I definitely think with Dominic facing, um, Seth at SummerSlam, I think that Seth after that is gonna go after Joe. But my main concern with Seth is I don't want to see the Messiah kind of losing too much, and then when he does leave, which personally I think it'll be around November, if his baby, because I think that I don't think WWE would want to. I mean, dude, on Monday Night Raw, Seth, Drew, Orton, that's like your top three, like big, like most familiar names. So I wouldn't think they would want to keep him off from like
That's true.
August to, because he probably won't come back to, like, if they keep him off TV until like August, if they keep him off after SummerSlam, I don't think that they're gonna want to bring him back. They're not gonna bring him back in January because he's probably gonna be at home at that point. So though, if he does end up leaving in about November, he probably won't be back till like after Mania, I would think. Well, that would probably make most sense storyline unless they really wanted to get him back for Mania. They could probably bring him back around like the Elimination Chamber. But my main concern with Seth is, personally, I think this is probably one of the best Seths we've seen. I really enjoy the Messiah. I think he really believes it, or he really, I think not believes it, but I think he owns it. I think he owns the fuck out of that gimmick, and it has come a long way from its original. He kind of seemed like he was just going to be this like smug brawler heel with the AOP, and then for it to just turn into this, I honestly think it's probably one of the best sets we've seen in a while. But that's my main concern is, obviously, and if he doesn't, it's absolutely ridiculous. Because I honestly feel once Seth leaves, when he comes back, I'm not sure if they're going to want him to be the Messiah. I don't know how they feel about it. I don't know if they feel it's too gimmicky for him, because he is such a big name, and we all know they like to have their big name guys kind of act like normal people, if you will. Like Cena and Roman, like they don't really have like a set like character, like a Messiah type thing. So, or like this over the top character, or like Roman, like Roman's basically just kind of like a normal cool guy dude, and then Cena's just kind of like this normal happy family guy, even though he doesn't have a family type guy. So they don't really like their main, at least in today's generation, they don't really like their main stars to have these. They basically all kind of have the same I fight for the people type personality, which is kind of what they were giving Seth. But I feel like once he leaves, which like I said, I'd probably think will probably be like late November, early December, depending on when his kid is actually due in December. But I think when he comes back, I don't know if he'll be the Messiah anymore. So personally, I would like to see him come back as a Messiah. I would like to see him work with this with a crowd, because when he did have a crowd, it was the early kind of stages of it, and nobody really understood it. Nobody really understood what he was trying to be. But now that he's like this cult leader, if you will, this guy that's fighting for something that's completely made up in his mind, which I think is great. And it kind of makes him crazy and drives him. And I love how you have the play on Seth saying, I was once supposed to be the hero, and now they made me turn into this, and I love it. I love the Messiah gimmick. I think it's great. I would like to see more people in his group. Obviously, Austin Theory, that didn't really work out, but I think Murphy's great in there. Nobody that could pop up in my mind right now that I could think that would be pretty good in that group. Fucking, I don't know. But I'm sure there's somebody on Raw. You could probably, if he was on Raw, you could probably put Gable in there. Fucking that way, he has something to do. But instead of having him fighting for King's ransom, fucking stupid. But yeah, so my problem is like when he gets into a feud with Joe, if he does, which Joe didn't really fight, so I want to say he's back, but truthfully, we don't really know anything at the moment, because when Dominic hopped up in the ring, Joe went right back to the desk and started fucking calling the action. So I hope that means he's back, unless it's just going to be really awkward when Seth comes out, because Joe's just fucking fighting against him, and Seth's just fucking cooling it, just talking about some shit. But after SummerSlam, that's probably what I would think if they want to do anything with this, and if Joe is cleared, put him in a feud with Seth. But my main thing is, I really would have liked to see Seth do more with the Messiah gimmick. I really would have liked to see him become a WWE champion and see how he would go about winning that and losing that, because obviously when he lost the WWE Championship match, he absolutely went fucking crazy, and he shoved Rey Mysterio's eye into the steel steps the original time. So, I would like to see how he goes about treating the WWE Championship. I feel like he would make it feel really important, with the whole gimmick of having the Messiah and for the greater good, and obviously now he has the top prize and stuff, so I really would have liked to see him do more with that, but they've kept him in this summer-long feud, and I think I don't know if they believe in the gimmick too much. Like I said, I think they like Seth, obviously that's no secret, but I think that they would want Seth to have the role of kid lover, baby kisser, good guy type role, like they obviously have all their top guys, because those are the only roles that they like to push you in. Right, well, as far as like top guys go, but obviously Seth is going to beat Dominic. I fucking hope he's going to beat the shit out of Dominic. Because in no way, shape, or form should Dominic Mysterio beat Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. I mean, that's a slap in the face to him, and if that's the case, Tyler Black with that Messiah gimmick, we'll see you in Jacksonville, buddy. But fucking yeah, I mean, so I personally, I would hate to see Seth lose again. I know I guess he kind of won the feud with Rey Mysterio for the meantime while he's fighting his son. But I don't know, man. I don't know. There's just a piece of me that would like to see him do a lot more with that gimmick and really see what we can do with this. And because honestly, this whole Messiah gimmick has been a feud with Rey Mysterio pretty much. At least the prime of it, in my opinion. But yeah, bro. I mean, yeah. So that's what I think about that whole scenario. I would definitely like to see Seth do a little more, bro. But to be honest, I don't really see him coming back with that gimmick. But
that's true.
Real quick, who do you think would benefit most from a draft? Obviously, we'll bring that news to you on Friday. But who do you think would benefit the most from a draft on each show? What do you think about Seth on SmackDown?
Damn. I say maybe go for it, bro. And be a refresher.
Can you imagine Seth having promos with Bray again? But now it's like this altered version of Seth.
Swear, that would be sick ass.
Because he could blame Bray for sacrificing him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Bray pretty much cost Seth his overness. Not really, but like, I mean, if you want to drag it into a wrestling standpoint, you could say, I mean, Twitter basically ruined Seth's hero-ness, but and from a wrestling standpoint, I mean, Bray made the fans fucking hate Seth. He took his spotlight. That's exactly right. He took his spotlight. But what do you think about, who do you think would benefit most? But before we do that, before you get into who else, what do you think about Seth on SmackDown? I think you just said it, but sorry, you just say it again. Sorry.
Think about Seth on. I think I dig it, bro. Low key, I think the Messiah look would look better on a SmackDown stage. I don't know why. I just feel like the colors would just look better with the blue brand, and just his style would just look better on that brand. And the idea of his faction, where he brings in these younger, mid-card guys that are currently doing nothing, would be a really good SmackDown, thing. I think that would be really good on SmackDown, actually. I really dig that idea, and like you just said, another feud between Seth and Bray, but as the Messiah Seth, would be cool as shit to watch. That would be some really cool, interesting shit. And I dig it, bro. I dig it. I think I would. I think I would like that. I think it would fit really good on SmackDown, man. But as for your other question about people who would benefit
Hold
from
on,
the
can I stop you?
draft, yeah, go ahead.
Bro, you know what I was just thinking? They just signed Leon Ruff, Cal Bloom, and Shane Thorne and Brendan Vink. Okay, if you really want to do something with these guys, I would like to see Seth's disciples be multiplied. I think, those lower tier guys that just listen to Seth because in their minds they believe this is what's going to get them famous, I think that would be incredible. And,
That's true.
yeah, now that we brought this up, I just can't get over how cool that would be, bro. Because at the time, or hopefully by the time, Bray will have some people of his own. And Seth, I think if he were to bring on Leon Ruff and Cal Bloom and Brendan Vink and Shane Thorne and all these guys, bro, all these guys that WWE is going to do things with, probably in about fucking 10 years, these guys will be WWE champions. We'll be like, wow, this guy in the year 2020 was jobbing to Sheamus. Look at that. Now he's WWE champion. It's usually how it works. But, yeah, bro, I think that'd be really cool. And I think it would be cool because of that one time Seth told, I can't remember who he told, but he told him not to listen to the fans because at one time they made him believe that he was the hero and he wasn't. And I think with Bray, because Bray is the reason, bro. Bray is the reason people were like, fuck this guy, Seth, bro. Because of Hell in a Cell. And it was all because of Hell in a Cell. People were bringing signs that saying Seth is boring. They were chanting, fuck Seth and fuck Seth Rollins, restart the match. Bro, I think that would be pretty badass. And just a mere thought in my mind, I think adding to that group would, especially a group like a Disciple, bro, it could be like WWE's Dark Order, and they can make it really cool.
It really can.
And you can have Seth manipulate these guys into, I will bring you to the promised land, bro. I will fucking make you famous. I will make all your dreams come true. You just have to listen to everything I say. And I think,
hell yeah, bro.
And I think guys like Brendan Vink and guys like Shane Thorne and Leon Ruff and Cal Bloom and all those guys that are the next Edge and the next Braun Strowman and the next fucking, I don't know who they said Leon Ruff was going to be the next of, but guys like that, I think those lower tiered guys would be phenomenal for that group. And obviously you have to put Buddy Murphy's in there because you can't just have a group of all jobbers. So kind of like in the Dark Order, how you have you have Brody Lee, and then right under him is Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, and then right under that is Silver and Reynolds, and then under that is those two other guys that don't talk at all. Like you could have Seth. Right under that would be Murphy and Theory, and then under that would be Shane Thorne and Brendan. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And it could be cool, bro. It could be really cool. And Seth has the talent to make it different from the Dark Order. You know what I mean? It's not exactly the Dark Order because the Dark Order, those guys are something else, bro. But Seth... Yeah, Seth is more of like a calm cult leader. He's kind of just like, listen to
Mhm.
me speak. Obviously, Brody Lee is something else.
God.
You understand me? But yes,
Fucking idiot.
but I fucking love when he yells at Evil Uno and John
Oh my
Silver.
god.
It's the best shit
Those are
ever.
so amazing.
But
Shit's so entertaining.
but nonetheless, bro, yeah. Who do you think would benefit most from the draft? Who do you think definitely needs to move at this point in the year?
Alright, before I talk about the draft, I got some I'd like to add to a Seth faction, bro. This Seth faction. If you want to ever add some women and make it even expand it more, I think like a second in command or a second leader with Seth in that faction, I think Liv Morgan would be fucking amazing in that type of role. Because she has just that, other people, listen to me. She just looks like she could talk and have influence on other people, women especially. So I think that if you want to add women to Seth's faction, expand it even more.
What about
Add,
Bailey
ooh,
when all the
Bailey would be
Sasha stuff
cool.
is done? Or what about,
That's true.
oddly enough, what about Ember Moon?
Ooh, I think she'd be good. She's not much
Because she is
of a
called the War
talker though.
Goddess.
She is. She is called a war goddess, but I
Well,
think she would benefit just being in the faction generally
yeah,
and having someone like Seth talk for her.
right.
But if you want another voice in the faction, I think Liv Morgan would play that role perfectly. Because, dude, they need to do something with her, bruh. Because there's so much potential in Liv Morgan that they
People love
just
her.
float around. Seriously, she has it basically all, and they just do jack shit with her. I don't get it because she's blonde, so I don't get it. But that's literally all they need for them. I mean, that's what I mean. Dana Brooke's still fucking employed, so if Liv Morgan isn't pushed, then there's something wrong. But besides that, going back to the draft topic, who would benefit from the draft, bro? Damn. The tag team divisions need fucking shake up. Need a draft. New. They just need a mix up, bro. These tag divisions are so fucked. Bro? I can't even name you who's on what show besides New Day being on SmackDown and Street Profits in the War Raiders being on Raw. Other than that, to be honest, I could probably guess, but I don't know who's on whose show. I am guessing the Usos are on SmackDown.
Correct.
Um,
Miz and Morrison. But who fucking
there's
likes them? Heavy
there's the
machinery
Guards.
every fucking once every
They're
3 months.
swear they're not even a thing anymore. Who else is on Raw besides fucking those two?
If you wanna count them, I guess they're kind of a tag team, but like Almas and Garza.
Yeah. Oh, bro. SmackDown on the champions.
The New Day.
Cesaro and
Oh
Shinsuke.
shit. They're not oh yeah.
They are the fucking champs. Oh god. Like, bro. Bro. They have, bro. They have the second best tag roster in wrestling, and it is so mixed up and so fucked. I can't even tell you who's on who and what tag teams are a thing anymore.
Honestly, bro,
Like,
what happened to all your tag teams? I feel like a year ago there was
they
like
were
a decent
stacked.
amount of tag teams like in the WWE
Yeah.
to the point where if you merge the divisions, you would have a shit ton of of
Yeah.
uh
Tag teams.
tag teams. But now it's like, oh, now that they're coming out, Lucha House Party. Forgot about them too.
Oh yeah, like, bro, I don't even know what faction, or not faction, what tag team still exists any fucking more, bro. I don't know, like, literally, bro, besides those, like, five names we listed off, I don't know who else is left in their tag team divisions. I can't tell you. And not only do we need to know who's in the tag team divisions, but we need certain people on their certain shows that we know are there, and I don't want the fucking New Day on SmackDown anymore. Like, just mix up tag divisions, please. They need it. desperately, bro. Desperately, desperately, they need it, bro. But I also benefit from the tag team division, not from the tag, from a draft. Besides the tag team division, I mean, you could say women's division, but like, no, I think no matter who's on what show, Bailey and Sasha are just gonna be the leaders of what's going on right now, bro. It's just, and the main roster, it's just no doubt. They are the ones, no matter what show they were on, no matter what show they're doing, they're just who the ones are at the top dogs of
Yeah,
the women's division. And Seth actually said in an interview recently that
I
he
heard about
said
this.
that Bailey and Sasha took the play, or like, took the, not the place, but like the reins of the women's division from Becky, and that's fucking true, bro. Because besides those two, what the fuck else is on this main roster women's division? What the fuck, like, um, Nikki Cross, like, she's fucking dead. They killed her. Alexa Bliss. No, this Nia Jax suspension shit. No one's gonna feel bad or care about Nia Jax. People fucking hate her. Like, bro, no one cares about anybody besides Bayley and Sasha on their main roster women's division. They should shake them up, and they probably will, but unless you're letting people step up, because people step up, but they silence them. So if you're letting these people step up, let them step up. Let your Ruby Riott step up. Let your Liv Morgan step up.
Sonya
Let your
Deville.
fucking Sonya Deville. She's generally doing really good. I didn't really like her, but I mean, I'm really warming up to her. She's overall a really good talent.
I like
And
her
she
more
has,
than Mandy.
oh yeah, same. Mandy is one of those. She's hot, but she's not bad in the ring. And
She's all right.
yeah, she's all right enough to just, okay, I accept her being on this show.
She's
So
not like Nia Jax, you know.
no, not at all.
But
She's not an Eva Marie, but
I
she's not as
honestly,
bad.
I
Go ahead.
honestly feel too. No matter what you do to the women's division, I feel there are still going to be that's still going to be the same people being
Mm-hmm.
underutilized. And I feel
Exactly.
like it's not really going to cause any opportunity because of the fact, listen, Bailey and Sasha are they're doing the best. They're doing great shit right now. They are the best women on WWE. And you know what? For Seth saying that they're lagging behind Charlotte and Becky, that's wrong, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because people like to see Becky, right? But Charlotte, nobody fucking asked for her, first of all. And Bailey and Sasha, bro, they are actual women that people have wanted to see be used. And now that they're getting to do what they want, that shit is fucking awesome. And it's turning out great. But obviously, it's no secret, bro. They got all the gold. This is their time. And you know what? God damn it, if we got to do a couple months with Bayley and Sasha carrying all the gold, they have been buried enough to the point where they fucking deserve it at this point. Because, I mean, goddamn, if we have had fucking enough Charlotte hogging these goddamn titles, and Becky, I wouldn't say hogging it, she more so deserved it, but that year-long reign, she definitely more so deserved it. But goddamn, in the meantime, Bailey and Sasha were fucking subjected to absolutely nothing, bro.
Seriously.
And yeah, I honestly think that they are 100 times more fucking entertaining than Charlotte. So to say that they're lagging behind Charlotte and Becky, at least for the Charlotte side of it's a little ridiculous. But
Whatever.
but yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean, no matter what, I feel like the same women are going to be underutilized, but I think that they're doing a great thing with Sasha and Bailey at the moment. I really do. Yeah, bro. But yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I think the women's division could use a shakeup, but I honestly feel it's going to be the same women that are going to be underutilized. So, yeah, that's what I think.
Swear, bro. But who else would benefit from a draft? Fucking this whole fucking main roster. Needs a fucking draft, bro. Every men's division from tag team to mid card to. I mean, not really main event. It doesn't need one, but of course benefit from one. But the thing is, they could switch up these rosters all they want, but it's a matter of who they let get pushed. Because no matter who's on what show, they're gonna still let the same people get pushed. Bailey, Sasha for the women, Orton, Drew, Seth, Fiend, weird, sadly Braun for the main event scene. Like they're just gonna let the same people get pushed. Now we don't know if a Big E push is coming. A lot of you could.
Yeah, I hope so, dude.
I hope, because he deserves it, bro. And after this, eventually, I also want an Xavier Woods singles push, because he deserves it too, bro. I think every single New Day member deserves their own singles push. I don't know. I think they're gonna be forced to at least push Big E in a big mid card role at the very least. But I think they should. But will they? Who fucking knows, man? But bro, literally, bro, a draft can happen, but it won't matter unless they let people become stars. Well, it's on their own or they book them to.
Yep.
Let Ali be a fucking star. Let Murphy be a star. Let Aleister Black, even though you want to fucking change up his gimmick, let Aleister Black, let Andrade be a fucking star.
Cedric and Ricochet.
Cedric and fucking Ricochet.
I feel like a broken record saying that, but dude, those guys, I'm sorry, they should not be forced to be in a tag team because you failed to keep a good tag team act going.
Exactly.
It's not their problem.
Legit, bro. They just need to let people be stars. Whatever draft is, and whoever's on what show, they're just gonna let people be stars. I want Ali to be a world champion next year, bro. That's what I want. I think not only does he deserves it, but I want to fucking see Ali in a world title, bro.
I want another Kevin Owens reign.
Same, bro. I'm looking at him now. I want another KO title reign because though they fucked him in 2016, he made that Universal title reign as good as he possibly could, and to some people, maybe not others, some say he does have the best Universal title reign, and sadly, that's hard to fucking do, so give props to him, man, because he turned shit into good shit, so, boom. Like, damn, bro, like, it's literally just a matter of fact of, I want a draft, and they need one, but nothing's going to change unless they allow new stars to be made, which, if you look at Raw and Raw Underground, they want to do anything but, so. But what do you think? Who do you think would benefit from a draft, bro?
Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is a huge one. I think... Oh, I mean, I'm pretty sure COVID fucked up a lot of it. Considering the fact that he did beat Seth at Mania, but dude, yeah, in a world where a lot of people say he had the best Universal title reign, which is very hard to do, I think he deserves another chance at a World Championship reign, and I think he could do it on SmackDown, bro. Yeah, I like KO, but it's hard for me to be a mark for KO when WWE literally kind of treats him like shit. You know what I mean? And it's ridiculous. It really is, because the guy's ultra talented. I mean, we all know that, in the ring and on the mic. But yeah, I honestly would just like to see the guy do a lot more. The War Raiders at this point, I mean, fucking War Raiders. Andrade, use it, put Ricochet on SmackDown, use it to split them up. Yeah, I'd say people like that, bro. Corbin, maybe. Put him on Raw, just because well, why is the guy even being used at that point? But yeah, man, I'd say probably some of those people. I think probably like Kevin Owens. I'd like to see Seth move, and as for SmackDown, maybe Sami Zayn. If whenever he comes back, if Braun Strowman isn't with Bray by that time, which if he's not going to be with Bray, I honestly think that's what's going to end up happening, as I think
Mhm.
somebody's going to move, whether it's Wyatt, which Fox likes Bray, so it's more likely going to be
Mhm.
Strowman. And also, if other than like Bailey and Sasha, Wyatt's the only watchable part about SmackDown. That's fucking it. That's literally fucking it. Just because of how cool he is. But um, yeah. Yeah. So I'd probably say probably some of those people. But yeah, man. So yeah, that's what I think. So
Most definitely, bro. And talking again about these ratings, I just recently just saw on Twitter that the Raw ratings went up to 1.7 million from 1.4. Now, I think the majority of those people, like me and you, came for that faction news. All those hardcores that tuned into Raw were there for the idea of a faction, and Vince is gonna believe that that is because Raw Underground, and when he keeps doing it, then fucking the ratings start to plummet yet again. I can't wait to see them wonder why and call the fans fickle and call them ungrateful and say, well, we're trying to do something new. Like, no. When we say do something new, we mean storylines, characters, people, booking, not raw, underground. People don't want these gimmick ass segments. They just want good booking. That is all you fucking need. So yeah, bro, I just want to point that out there. And the Raw ratings did go up, but and Vince is gonna take it as a good sign. But in the next coming weeks, it's just gonna keep getting lower and lower, bro. That's just a cycle at this point.
right, yeah, because now he's gonna fucking think that he can drag this out as long as he possibly can, and
Mm-hmm.
he thinks he's going to drag this out as long as he can to try to keep the ratings. But little does he know, people are going to become impatient when every week you're like, "Who is this fucking faction?" You know what I mean? Like, they should have struck on Monday. In my honest opinion, they should have struck on Monday because evidently 1.5 and 1.7 seems to be a upward spiral, and you definitely should have struck then, in my honest opinion. And yeah, bro, I don't know what they were thinking there, man. Dude, it's not in everybody's schedule to watch a 3-hour show. So when you can hook people, and it's not even them, or did they announce it, or did the dirt sheets announce the faction? Because I know they announced. I think they did.
I think they did, yeah.
I think they
Or they
said Shane McMahon and a new faction.
something like that, yeah.
So when you're gonna announce something like that, and you have, I mean, bro, like I said, a 3-hour wrestling show is not in everybody's plan. People have work. People have fucking lives. So when you do get people interested enough to say, "Oh shit, well, I might watch Raw. I want to see what happens. I want to see what's gonna happen. I want to see who is gonna be in the faction." And you do shit like that, now they're gonna be like, okay, fuck them. I'll watch this fucking shit on YouTube whenever these fuckers debut. I mean, come on, guys. Come on,
Honestly.
you can't be that stupid, bro. I mean, yeah, you just can't, bro. That's just fucking ridiculous. Yeah, bro. Is there anything else you gotta talk about?
Damn. Shit, what happened recently in wrestling? Fuck.
Bruh.
Yeah, I think Raw was just the biggest topic of news recently because just my god.
So much stupidness.
Shit, swear, bro. And I wonder how they're gonna do SmackDown this week. That's all I'm wondering, bro. Is this
I wonder if the
can
faction's gonna fuck with SmackDown too, considering it's in the same building. Or are they just
see
only gonna mess
Drew
with things on Mondays?
when they fucking just have Raw Trons on instead of SmackDown Trons? That's the real question of this faction, bro. Oh wait, now I was about to say some news, but that is news, and that is not a topic for the show. But yeah, bro. I think I've ran out of my topic.
Yeah, I mean the biggest news pretty much is just a lot of the stuff from Raw. It's a huge talking point at the
Yeah,
moment. But yeah, that is going to be our goal, ladies and gentlemen, through kind of this show is oftentimes we don't get to talk about a lot of shit like this. I mean, shit like this probably because it's a huge news point, but I mean, if they do something stupid on Raw, like having Ali lose in his first official singles match back, those are the kind of things, if you will, that we're going to try to, things that aren't necessarily news that we just want to talk about with you guys for the fuck of it. So yeah, obviously we know that everybody can't stay for a whole 2 hour show. So for this show, we're gonna try to probably keep it around under about 90 minutes, unless there's like a lot of shit, just to make it easier for you guys to watch and you get to kind of catch our drift on how what we're thinking about the current product. So yeah, man. Yeah. So that's basically gonna be the thought process behind this show. Is we're basically just gonna try to recap as much weekly wrestling as possible. And huge talking points. So yeah, man. Is there anything else you gotta say?
uh, thank you guys for just showing up, and I hope you guys like this news. The Notorious Unscripted. I hope you guys really like this because I really like it so far, bro.
For sure, bro. I agree. I had a lot of fun this episode for sure. Um, very. I like being unscripted, no pun intended. But yeah, I don't know, very enjoyable. But nonetheless, man, is there anything else left you gotta say, or did I just ask you that?
Oh no, I ain't got nothing to say, bro. I'm
All
good.
right, all right, man. So without further ado, I feel like I asked you that like fucking 2 times in our outro. So anyway, guys, that is gonna do it for this edition, the first edition of the it's not well the Notorious Unscripted, the first edition of Notorious Unscripted, the segment, our new segment on the Notorious Heels podcast, and this is going to be the weekly show from now on. We're just going to be coming on here unscripted, and whenever we got some huge ideas for a what if or fantasy booking top 10, Mount Rushmore, whatever, we will definitely let you guys know. But for further notice, this is going to be it, man. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I know I enjoy it. My man Sir K enjoyed it. So yeah, bro. That is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, guys. Once again, if you guys do not know who I am Johnny Mayhem.
I am Sir K.
And that is going to do it for Notorious Unscripted, the first edition of it, the first installment. And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys on Friday with the news.
Peace.